Welcome to Ed Leedskalnins workshop. This is Roy back again. Just put up my antenna. She's a tall one. This here is north. This here is south. This over here is east. And this here is west. Alright, so I got two wires here and I got one up there. That bracket you see right there. That's going to be a wooden platform for my saltwater capacitor. And one of these wires goes to the top arrow, which is facing east. I can turn it and adjust it facing east. And it's all aluminum. So that'll go to one part of the capacitor. And the other wire here, if you notice that funny looking thing up there, let's see if I can hone in on it there for you. That's 3/4 thick by 1/2 inch thick iron, the whole iron bar. And what I have is the wire coming off the bottom of that with a hole drilled in it, and it comes down to here. So that'll go to the other part of the capacitor. Now, down underneath the ground here, this goes down about 6 feet, 5 feet, 5 feet, and it has a wrappings on this. Well, inside this pipe is another pipe that was inserted in the ground first, and it was filled up with rebar. And this tower slid over it and went down, and I have a big roll of sheet metal for a roof, regular sheet metal, and in between the sheet metal I have wax paper. So basically I got a nice big old fat loop-de-loop organic inorganic material, so it'll concentrate all the energy into the dead center of this, which it has iron core. I got a hole right there that I'm gonna have to move the hole down to about here. Inside here, the dead center of this, in between all that array going down to the ground, I have 8 gauge, a black, a red, a white, real thick 8 gauge braided with a solid ground in there, and that goes way down to the very bottom. And the braids were opened up so it fans out and touches the perimeter of this hole, which I dug, is layered in sheet metal, and it goes from the bottom up a couple layers, and it's what's dictating these ground rods I got going in here. 2 of those rods are copper, 2 of those rods are iron, and that wire pans out and touches the casing here, and this casing is wrapped with sheet metal, basically aluminum, and no, aluminum, and with wax paper in between it, so it's got loops. It comes out and touches the outside casing of the sheet metal that's on the outside perimeter, and it's filled with dirt. So next video I put up, we'll get that bracket up. You can see the good old moon Mr. Moon's out. Yeah. Moon's out. Sun's just getting ready to go down. And it's been a long day. It took me up until now to get this up. So, yeah, the water has a lot to do with everything too, guys. So that's why there's going to be a salt water capacitor up there, an old Tesla-like capacitor. So it's going to have that water in the middle of it. And we're going to put a primary around this thing. Somewhere in this area right around here, we're going to put a primary. And then we're going to oscillate it. And we're going to take some cables off that capacitor, and then we're going to put a platform coming off of here, and we're going to put a 12-volt battery, and then we're going to put a little circuit board next to it, and we're going to put some test runs on her. Anyway, you guys have a good night.